Yes, ma'am.
last portion is left. So I'll be covering that in that class. So if you want, you can join after this class as well. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Don't leave the meeting. I'll be covering all the topics like the remaining. Of course, there will be a revision of yours, but the last topic is there to like I need to complete it. So we will cover that over there. So you can remain in the class. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, what happened? Basically, there was a function of central bank that we need to control. Let me know when once Halima joined. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So basically, now I have to. The last functions was controlling credit and money supply, right? So there are
Yes.
two methods. One is quantitative, QUANTITATIV. Okay, quantitative, and other one is qualitative, right? So basically, what happened? Quantitative is basically one we do in numerical form. For example, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pen. Two questions will be there. Ma'am, how many pen you have? Okay, and quality, right? So how many? Many is a number. I'll be answering you, Mariam, I have 4 pens. I'm giving you the answer in numerical form. That is, I'm giving you quantitative answer, right? I'm calculating it. So quantitative always means numerical portion, right? Where the calculation part will be there, plus, minus, everything will be there, right? Numbers will be included over here, okay? But in qualitative, no number will be included here, no number. Qualitative, I asked you, Mariam, how's the pen? It's good or bad? Or I'll be asking you, what's the color? You'll be answering, ma'am, it's good, and the color is black. No,
It's
no
like the
numerical portion.
description of it.
Yeah, basically the description, right? So there is no numerical nothing, right? So that is these are the quantitative and this is the qualitative. So in quantitative we have repo rate, right? Repo rate and bank rate, right? We have reverse repo rate. We have open market operation, and we have one more thing, LRR. Okay, so these are the term for quantitative measure, right? So basically what happened, now you must be, I'm just giving you a quick recap. Just watch the recording, you will be able to understand everything. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So basically what happened, repo rate is basically two things. Repo rate is basically whatever see, there are two banks. One is central bank, one is commercial bank, right? So whenever central bank gives money like loan to commercial bank, right, that is known as bank rate and repo rate, right? Yeah. Okay. So basically what happened, whenever central bank is giving loans to commercial bank, the rate at which central bank will be giving loan, that is known as bank rate and repo rate, right? So bank rate is basically I am giving you this for a longer period of time, and this is for short period of time, right? If I'm giving you loan for longer period of time, that is known as bank rate. If I'm giving you a loan for short period of time, that is repo rate. Okay. And now next is reverse repo rate. Reverse means opposite. So what here, repo rate opposite reverse repo rate. So in reverse repo rate, what happened? Commercial bank give loans to central bank, right? Getting it, Mariam? Mariam, am I audible? Halima, am I audible? Mariam left. Yeah? Okay, she left. Hi Halima, how are you?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good
I'm
evening. Mariam left, maybe some issues. Yeah, I was just giving her a recap. So just give me a minute. I will just share my screen. We'll just start. Okay.
Okay.
Till and Mariam again joined.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Okay. Okay, Mariam, I'm just starting it, and I hope I just gave you few points. Quantitative measures and the qualitative. So quantitative, very first is bank rate, right? So
Yes.
I'm just, give me 1 minute. I'll just Halima, you will be revising it. Okay. I'm just giving you a quick recap, then we'll start one by one. Quantitative is basically bank rate. Bank rate is basically Mariam, you don't need to make notes right now for this portion, because
Yes,
when you
ma'am.
will be watch recording, then I have explained you how to make notes over there. So you can
Okay,
watch that. So bank rate is basically when commercial, it is a minimum rate at which central bank give loans to commercial bank. Okay. So when there is inflation, basically what happened, bank rate is also increased. Inflation means excess demand. So when lots of people are demanding, so what I will do, I will increase the rate, right? So it will
Yes.
increase the rate, and then the interest rate will also increase. Credit will be costlier, and less money will be there in economy. Purchasing power will be decreased, and aggregate demand will fall. And in deflation, everything will be opposite. Nobody is demanding. So what I will say, I will decrease the bank rate, and because of that, rate of interest will be decreased. Credit will be cheaper. Demand of credit will increase. More money will be there. Purchasing power will increase, and aggregate demand will rise. Okay. And same with the repo rate. But Mariam, try to watch the recording today itself. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, previous recording you have to watch for previous class, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Repo rate is basically same thing. Commercial bank, central bank give loans to commercial bank, but for short period of time. Okay. Similarly, in inflation, we increase repo rate, and all the processes same. Okay. In deflation, we decrease repo rate, and all the processes same like the first one. Then reverse repo rate, what happened? Now it is opposite. So now commercial bank will be giving loans to central bank. Okay. And inflation, deflation, everything is same, but the only difference is you have to write this line, that inflation means negative effect on the lending capacity of commercial bank, and deflation means positive effect on the lending capacity of commercial bank. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Then there is open market operation. Open market operation is basically what happen in market. Either we purchase thing or we sell thing. Right? Two things over. Either I'll be selling it or I'll be purchasing it. Right? So two things happen in market. So what happens? Central banks sell or purchase government securities. When there is excess demand, lots of people are demanding. So at that moment, what I will do? I will sell, because lots of people are demanding. So government securities are sold by the central bank. Okay. And when there is deficit demand, what happened? Government securities, nobody is demanding. So at that moment, what I will do? I will sell. Right? I will purchase it. So central bank purchase the government security. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Halima, we have to start from LRR, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now LRR. What is LRR? You know, we haven't started this LRR, right, Halima?
We were at the fourth one.
Yeah, we were. We completed
Yes,
this
we were
one.
writing those.
Yeah, it was done, right?
Yes, done.
Yeah, we have to start with LRR, right?
Yes.
Okay. So LRR, I hope a definition you have already written, right? So LRR is basically what happened whenever a bank gets a deposit. Okay. For example, I am getting 1,000 rupees. So it is compulsory for these banks. This is central bank, right? So this is commercial bank. This is central bank. So whenever there is a deposit, it is compulsory that out of this, few portion will be kept with the bank, right? Central bank. So what happened? Maybe, for example, I'm getting 1,000 rupees. It is compulsory for me to keep 200 rupees with central bank. This is LRR. The ratio which is legally compulsory for commercial bank to keep a certain fraction of their money with RBI or with central bank, that is known as LRR. Okay. LRR is of two types. One is CRR and one is SLR. Definitions are all over here. Cash reserve ratio and SLR, saturatory liquidity ratio. Okay. So what happened? Cash reserve ratio is, for example, I will only accept cash. Only cash. But for SLR, I can accept cash, gold, government security. Right? So what happened? For example, you are commercial bank. You got 100,000 rupees and I came to you. I am central bank. That Mariam, I want you to give me 200 rupees. So you will ask us, ma'am, this is CRR or SLR? So I will say this is CRR. So he said, ma'am, so sorry, I don't have cash right now. Can you take this gold chain of mine? So I said, no, this is CRR. So I will only accept cash. Okay. But in case if you are giving me SLR, okay, SLR. So what happened? You had 100 rupees cash. You gave me 100 rupees. There was a chain with you, gold chain. right? The cost of this gold chain was 100 rupees. So you gave me these two things. Okay, it is equals to 200 rupees. Why? Because you had 100 rupees cash plus you had this gold chain which is of 100 rupees. So it means 200 rupees. I accepted it. But in case of CRR, I will not accept this gold chain. I will say because this is CRR, I will only accept cash. But for SLR, I will accept cash, gold, government security, anything I can accept. But for CRR, I will only accept cash. Clear, both the girls?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Halima,
Clear.
clear? Okay, good. Okay, just a minute. I hope Halima till here you also have written, right? CRR and SLR, you have written this, right?
No, that legal reserve I wrote. CRR I didn't wrote.
Okay, okay. Just write it down. After Mariam, you can also write CRR. Just leave space for this portion and after that write CRR.
Okay.
CRR, yeah. CRR, you will be writing the definition. Cash reserve ratio or minimum reserve ratio. And then you will write only cash form. Or you can write only cash is accepted. Okay?
No big definition.
No definition.
Okay, same for SLR.
Yeah, same for SLR. Over here, you will be writing the full form and you will be writing cash, gold, government securities are accepted.
Okay.
Done. Halima and Mariam, done. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Just one moment.
No need to write everything, huh? Just this definition, just this full form, but and only one more thing, only cash form accepted, and over here only this. Nothing, no need to write all these things. Okay, I'll be explaining, only then you will be writing.
Done.
Done, ma'am.
Oh, great. Now basically there are two things. One is inflation and one is deflation. Okay, so inflation basically means, for example, inflation means increase in price, right? I told you people earlier also. So when there is excess demand, only then there will be inflation, right? So basically what happened, excess demand is basically when there is lots of demand. So what happened, you will not write CRR over here. Okay, you will write LRR. Okay, why? Because I am telling you people both the same. Both same with CRR, both same with SLR, right? So that's why you will be writing LRR. Okay, so you will be doing things in terms of LRR. So what happened when there is excess demand? LRR is increased. Okay, LRR is increased. Now central bank withdraw additional purchasing power. There will be contraction in credit. Less money will flow in the system. Purchasing power in the economy reduces. Aggregate demand will fall, and excess demand stands corrected. Okay, or you can say excess demand is corrected. Okay, just give me 1 minute. I'll just share my screen. I'll just let you. Okay. See, what happens, students? Basically, for example, earlier I was giving you loan. This was 100 rupees. I was giving you loan for 10%. Right. So similarly, what happened over LRR? Over LRR, what happened? Earlier, I was getting 100 rupees. Right. So I was keeping 20 rupees with the bank. Right. So 20 rupees I was keeping with the bank. So now I had 80 rupees. I was spending 80 rupees. I went to pizza shop and I bought 8 pizzas. Okay, this was the situation. But when I got to know that lots of people were demanding for this, lots of people were coming to you and lots of people were saying that I want to deposit LRR, I want to deposit LRR, because it was only 20%. Right. So what I said I'll increase LRR. Now I said I'll be keeping LRR will be 50 rupees. Now you have to keep 50 rupees. So now how much money do you have? You have only 50 rupees. You went to pizza shop, you bought only 5 pizza. So your purchasing power is, earlier you had good there were lots of money in the economy. You had 80 rupees, lots of money. Now less money is there in the economy and your purchasing power is decreased. Earlier you can purchase 8 power, but 8 pizzas, but now you can only purchase 5 pizza. So what is happening? Your purchasing power is getting decreased, right? So this is the whole process. Now I'll explain you again in context of the book. Okay, so basically what happened? LRR is increased. Central bank withdraws additional purchasing power. Earlier you were purchasing 8 pizza, but now you can only purchase 5 pizza because I have taken your purchasing power. Right, there will be contraction of credit, there will be less money, okay, in the economy. Purchasing power of economy reduces. And what happened? Earlier 8 pizzas were demanding, there was 8 demand of 8 pizza, but now there is demand of only 5 pizza. So aggregate demand fall and the problem of excess demand is corrected. So, and you can say the problem of excess demand stands corrected, or you can say is corrected. Okay, clear? Now, similarly, deficit demand. Nobody is, I'm just again sharing my screen, whiteboard. Okay. Okay. Now the situation is nobody is demanding. For example, this is 100 rupees. Nobody is demanding. Okay. So I was keeping 20 rupees as a reserve. Sorry, I was keeping, for example, 30 rupees as a reserve. Right. Nobody was demanding. Only 3 people were demanding. And they went to shop, 3 pizzas were done. Okay, but now as I saw that nobody is demanding, so what I said, okay, now you have to only keep 10 rupees with me, right? So 10 rupees they have, now you have 90 rupees with you, right? So 90 rupees with you, that means you will go to the pizza shop and you will demand 9 pizza, right? So basically what I was doing, I was from my end, I was reducing this rate so that more and more people can come and more money can go in the economy, and that will people will start demanding more, because when they will have money, they will demand. Basically, CRR over here also you will write LRR. Okay, LRR is decrease. Okay, who is unmuted? Mariam, you can mute yourself.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So basically, LRR is decreased. Okay. Now, central bank inject additional power. Earlier, I was taking your power, right? But now I am injecting it, right? I'm injecting additional purchasing power in the system. Because of that, credit increases. Over here, it was contraction, decrease in of credit, but here it will be increase in credit. More money supply will flow in the system. More money will be there. Purchasing power in the economy increases and aggregate demand rise. Now more and more, because as I decrease the LRR, now more and more people will come to me and they'll ask, I want loan, I want loan, I want loan, like this, and deficit demand will be correct. Okay, clear both the points?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can write it down. Basically, here you have to write LRR is increase, and from here you have to start. Okay, similarly, LRR is decrease, from here the set like this. Okay, and over here I have already mentioned you can edit it according to your need.
Ma'am, done.
Okay. Halima done?
Yes, finish.
Okay, so basically these were the few points. Okay, now we will be moving to qualitative. Okay, so Mariam, quantitative you will be watching the recording, right? For qualitative, it is a fresh start, so listen to it carefully. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
yeah. So basically now quantitative. So we have three terms over here. One is margin. First one is margin requirement. Okay, first one is margin requirement. Now, ma'am, what is margin requirement? What do you like? What do we understand by margin requirement? Okay, we'll just let you see what happened whenever, for example, you want to take loan of 100 rupees. Okay, this is bank, right? So you came to me. This is the owner of the bank. Okay, this is you. Okay, so you came to the bank owner that you said, "Master, I want 100 rupees loan." So he said, "Okay, I will give you loan." Okay, but see, there can be a situation. This person gave this bank owner gave this person money. So what happened after he said, "Okay, sir, I will repay the loan within 1 year." He said in 1 year he will repay. After 2 months, he just disappeared. He switched off his mobile phone. He went to some other country. This person was unable to contact him, and this person even didn't repay the money. The situation can happen, right? So in order to avoid the situation, what happened? Whenever you take loan, you have to keep something with the bank. For example, you are and the value of that product. You have to keep something with bank. You and the value of that product should be more than the amount of money you are taking. For example, you went to the bank person and you said, "I want loan of 100 rupees." So in place of that, you have to keep something with this. Maybe you can keep the paper of your car. For example, your car is of 105 rupees. Okay. Or you can keep the papers of your house. Your house is of 110 rupees. Okay. So you should keep something with the money as a security. That for example, in future, you went out, you were unable to pay the loan. You switched off your mobile phone, you went to some other country. So at that moment, what bank will do? Bank will keep your car with them. Okay, and bank will keep your house with them, so that there is no loss of bank, because the value was something more than that. Somewhere it's a profit for bank, right? So this is what security, government securities means, right? So what happened basically, so whenever you are going to take loan, you have to keep something as a security with government. So what happened, and government decide whether the amount should be 100, whether the thing you are keeping, the value of that amount should be 105, 110, 120, they will be decided. So what happened? You are getting loan of 100 rupees and government said you have to keep something with them whose value should be 110 rupees. So basically the difference between both the value is 10 rupees. So this is margin required. Okay. The difference between the loan you are taking and the amount of and the value of the product you are keeping with bank as a security, the difference between both the values is margin requirement. Clear everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Halima?
Clear.
Okay, I'll explain it again. What happened basically? For example, this is the person you are taking, and this is you said, "Sir, I want 100 rupees." So maybe he will be giving you 100 rupees, but this can happen. Na? You can, like you went to some other place, you didn't pay back to him. So there will be a loss for this person, right? So what happened? Whenever you go to take loan, you have government. This is a rule that if you want loan, you have to keep something with them as a security, and the value should be more than the amount they are granting you. Why? Because in future you just went away, you just left somewhere, you were unable to pay the loan, so that they can keep this property of yours or this product of yours with them, right? So this is what the government security is, and the difference between the amount of money you are taking and the value of the product in the market, between them is the margin requirement. Okay, now now margin requirement. So basically what is margin requirement? A margin is the difference between market value of the security. Market value means whatever security I am keeping. For example, I am keeping my car, my property. So just a minute. So market value of the security offered by the borrower. Who will be offering you security? Borrower. Who will be taking money? He will be giving that the thing against the loan and the amount of loan granted. The against For example, you are giving me 100 rupees loan. So as a borrower, I am giving you my car. That with the cost of my car is 110 rupees. So basically the margin is the difference between the market value of the security offered by the borrower against why I am giving you, in place of you are giving me loan, in in exchange of that or in against of that I am giving you this security. Okay. So till here you can write. What is first you will be writing margin requirement and then you will be writing this. Till here the definition. Okay, write it down and let me know once you are done.
Okay. Done.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Now again the same thing, excess demand and deficit demand. Okay. So now the question is what will you do when there is excess demand and what you will do when there is deficit demand. So excess demand, lots of people are demanding. So what you will do? You will increase the price margin requirement. For example, earlier for 100 rupees, you were saying that the value should be 110. So there was 10 rupees. But now, as you saw, lots of people were coming for loan. So you said for 100 rupees, now you have to keep the security of 120 rupees. So now you increase. Earlier it was 10 rupees. Now you increase the marginal requirement. Now it is 20. So what happened when there is excess demand, marginal requirement is increased. Okay, then you will write the, now what government is doing, central bank is withdrawing your additional purchasing power, right? For example, earlier you had, for example, you had 130 rupees with you. Okay, so 110 you gave over here and 20 rupees were left. But now here you have same 130 rupees, 120 you gave and you have only 10 rupees with you, right? So earlier your purchasing power was very good. You can purchase 2 pizza, 10 rupees. But now you can only purchase 1 pizza, right? So what central bank did? Central bank withdraw your registered purchasing power. Because of that, there was decrease in credit. Less money will flow in the system. Purchasing power in the economy reduces and aggregate demand falls and excess demand is corrected. Stand corrected instead of stand corrected is correct. Okay. And now deficit demand. Margin requirement is reduced. When nobody is demanding, then earlier I was saying, okay, there was a difference of 10. Okay. For example, earlier for 100 rupees, I was taking 110 rupees. The difference was 10. Nobody is demanding. So what I said, I'll be taking only 105 rupees. So now what I did over here, I decreased it. Right. So margin requirement is reduced to correct deficit. You don't have to write this. The central bank inject. Now earlier you had 130 rupees. Okay. So you were giving, you had 20 rupees. But now similarly you have 130 rupees, but you have to give only 105. So now you have 25 rupees to spend. Okay. So what is happening? Over here, central bank was taking your purchasing power, right? Withdrawing your purchasing power. But here, what central bank is doing? Central bank inject additional purchasing power in the system, which expend credit. More money supply will flow in the system. Purchasing power of the economy increases and aggregate demand rises and deficit demand is correct. Okay, clear? The whole process is the story. Once you did one thing, you will be able to do each and everything because almost everything is same. Okay. Clear both the girls?
Okay. Ma'am, can you explain one more time?
Okay. With this one?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, now I'll just share my screen for the whiteboard. Okay. So margin requirement is basically, for example, if you are taking loan of 100 rupees, then government will be asking you to keep something with them as a security, and the value of that product should be maybe 110. Okay. So the difference between the amount of loan you are getting and the amount of the value of your security is 10. Okay. So when there is lots of demand, lots of people were coming to the government that we want loan, we want loan, we want loan. Okay. So what government did? Government said, okay, what I will do, I will increase the margin requirement. So government said, now you have to pay 100, you have to keep the product with me as a security whose value should be 120. Now the margin requirement is 20 rupees. Okay. So what happened? For example, earlier you had 130 rupees, right? You were giving 110 rupees as a security. You had 20 rupees left. Okay. But now as government increase the price, similarly you have 130 rupees, but now 120 rupees you have to pay. Only 10 rupees will be with you. You can buy only one pizza. With this, you can buy two pizza. So what was happening? When government increase marginal requirement, like when there is excess demand, government will increase this. Okay, so when there will be an increase, credit will be costlier. Like it will be credit will be costlier, and purchasing power will be taken away. Like central bank will be taking your purchasing power. Earlier, you can purchase two pizza, but now as I increase this, you can purchase only one pizza. So I'm taking your purchasing power. And because of that, the whole story excess demand will be reduced, as everything will be, the whole story will be same. Similarly, when nobody is demanding, for example, earlier the government was taking like this. For 100 rupees, 110 rupees security. 10 rupees, but now nobody is demanding. So government said, okay, now you just have to pay me 105, you can take loan. So lots of people came. Now the difference is 5. Over here, for example, you have 130 rupees. 110 you will be giving, you have still 20 rupees to spend. Similarly, with over here, you have 130 rupees. 105 you gave for this as a security, you still left with 25 rupees, right? So earlier, you can buy only two pizza, but now you can buy 2.5 pizza. Okay. So earlier, your purchasing power was taken away here, but here your purchasing injected, your purchasing power was injected, like 5 rupees was given through government so that you can buy more and more pizza. Now your purchasing power is improved, you will demand more, and the problem of deficit demand will be clear up. Got it, Halima?
Got it.
Okay. Mariam, you also got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Surely?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. I'll just share my screen. You can write it down. Okay.
Done.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, great. Okay, now moving to next one, which is moral suasion and direct action. What happens sometimes? For example, for example, I was giving you 100 rupees as a pocket money, right? 100 rupees to Halima and 100 rupees to Maria, right? So what you people were doing? You were spending a lot of money in parties and food. Okay, you were not doing. Nobody is trading. So what I did, I came to you people and I openly asked you people that why you people are doing so. You should focus on saving is very important. This is what I am doing. I'm orally telling you, or I'm giving you some moral advice. Okay, so more, in childhood we used to like listen to stories, and after that there is a moral of that story, the lesson. Right. So moral suasion and direct action is that I'll be coming to you. That somewhere I'll be asking you people to save your money. Somewhere I'm pressurizing you to save, and somewhere I'm just giving you a guidance. Right. So moral suasion is basically a combination of persuasion and pressure that central bank applies to other bank in order to get them fall in the line of its policy. For example, this is central bank. These are the banks. Okay. For example, central bank is making any policy. So he will contact each and every bank and they'll say that I'm doing this policy. This is very much important. You should, invest over there. I'm just pressurizing. Okay. It is done through letters. Maybe I can send you people letters. Maybe I can give you a speech or I can give you some hints to the bank. Okay. What happens sometimes, for example, I send you a letter that this is my policy. All of you need to invest over there. But somewhere some bank rejected it. Okay, we are not interested like that. So at that moment, what will happen? Central bank may take direct action against member which do not comply with its policies of credit expansion and contraction. For example, central bank is saying you have to increase your credit or you have to reduce your credit, but they are not following it. So at that moment, central bank can take action against those member bank. Okay, so basically through moral suasion and direct action there were two terms, quantitative and qualitative. In quantitative, rate was discussing 10 to 20 like this, but over here nothing is like this. Okay, so moral suasion is basically I am guiding you people through letters, through speeches, something like that. And in case if these banks will not follow the policies, whatever central bank is saying, central bank may take. It is not always compulsory that he will take, but may take direct action as well. Okay, clear? Both the guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Clear.
Mariam, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Write it down.
Done.
Done, ma'am.
Oh, great. Last one. Okay. Selective credit control. Okay. Selective control is, for example, I was giving you 100 rupees. Okay. So, for example, government is getting 100 rupees. They have to, there are different sector, health sector, right? Education sector, right? Military sector, different type of defense sector, you can say. Okay. So maybe what happened when there was a corona period, or maybe you can say industry sector as well. Okay. Food and restaurant, different type of sector, right? So what happened? For example, there is a coronavirus situation going on. So at that moment, what government will be doing? Government will be focusing more on health sector, right? They will be giving more money to the health sector because it is the need, and they will be not giving money to this industry sector because at that moment health sector is very much important. So they can ignore this sector, or they will be focusing more on this sector. Okay, so that is selective credit control. I am controlling a credit where I will be giving money. Okay, so that can be positive and this can be negative. In positive manner, credit will be channelized. That means given to particular priority sector. At that moment, whatever sector is in priority, I will be giving money to that priority sector. In negative manner, the flow of credit will be restricted. I must be saying that I will not give money to this industry. This sector I will not invest. This I will not give money to this sector. So I am, restricting credit. I am restricting money to any particular subject, particular sector. That is a negative manner. But if I am giving money to any priority sector, that is a positive manner. Why I am giving money to that priority sector? Because that is a need, right? Why I am restricting? Because I think it is useless to invest over this. Okay, so these are the few things. So quickly you can write it down, then this will be the last thing. Okay.